City, the destination for the Pistons. One of the most versatile scorers in the NBA, Tobias Harris. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On our sideline, David Aldridge. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Inside for him, it's Harris and Duren. Duncan Robinson out there with Cunningham. And it's Thompson in at the small forward. And for the Knicks, they've got Karl Anthony Towns, Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Robinson in at the 5 spot. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. And I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Cunningham looking it over, passes it to Duren. Cunningham outside. Shoots over Brunson. Cunningham's shot is off. Anunoby against Thompson. Out to Bridges. 26 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Chalk up 2 there.
And so determined. Bridges finds a way to get the shot up and in. Now to the line.
First personal foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And I like what he did at the line a season ago. How about 81%?
Josh Hart, he's checked in for New York. Clarkson comes in for OG Anunoby. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Stewart checked in for Harris. Karis LeVert comes in for Ausar Thompson. Jaden Ivey, he's checked in for Duncan Robinson. And it's Jenkins in for Cade Cunningham. And Bridges no good on that one. We got 22 seconds left in the first quarter. And here's Ivey. Over Hart. Some solid defense from Hart. Pass to Brunson. With the drive. At the end of one, a closer contested game so far. Knicks lead by 2. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP. Know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
New York with the ball. Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. Thompson and Harris are their forwards. LeVert out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Stewart in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And New York making a change. McBride's checked in. And Detroit with a change here, too. Robinson's checked in for LeVert. Cunningham outside. Thompson outside. The pass to Robinson. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
One thing I really like about Ausar Thompson, he's a team-first guy, always willing to make the extra pass.
Pass to Anunoby. Back to McBride. Shot clock at 6. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Inside. Here's Harris. Makes it off the glass.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
Clarkson outside. Over Robinson. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Pistons on top, leading by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. And they turned it on during that second quarter, turning that deficit into a lead, playing with confidence. Kenny, what's your take on Detroit so far?
They've run this offense seamlessly. Each guy seems to understand his role. They're making smart decisions with the basketball, and I can give a shout out to the playmakers. This team's success is because of you, brother.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
A one-dimensional perimeter attack doesn't cut it for a whole game. I like to see them punch the ball inside the second half, force the defense to collapse, and then you can play inside out.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. It's a three-point game. They've got Robinson. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Anunoby. Then it's Bridges. And it's Brunson in at the 1. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. There's the lob to Durant. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
That's just good fundamentals from Cunningham. When a guy is that open, you gotta get it to him.
Brunson down the lane. And no good. Cunningham with some nice D. Here's Thompson. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Thompson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Pistons. Now here's Brunson. And Cunningham with the block. And Towns gets it to go.
Anthony Towns.
And we've reached the end of the third. Pistons lead by 5. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return.
The Knicks 4. The Pistons 9.
And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. On the floor for Detroit, the backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivey. Isaiah Stewart out there with Durant. And it's LeVert in at the 3. And Durant is right there.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
New York takes timeout. They're behind by 7. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
It's your Knicks City Dancer.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, I had a chance to listen to the Knicks coach talk about the game with his team. Yeah, he begged them, don't give up. He told his guys, 1 possession at a time. Let's go out there and do what we talked about. That's how we get back into this one. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Hart against Stewart. Hart the pass to Shamet. It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
Well, what I want to know, where is the communication defensively?
Well, I can tell you, this kind of defense will drive coaches crazy.
Robinson's checked in for Josh Hart.
First personal foul. First team foul. Now into the lineup for your New York Knicks, Mitchell Robinson.
And the Pistons with possession here. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Cade Cunningham.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Howland, he's checked in for Detroit. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 6. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Cade Cunningham.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
And an intentional foul right there.
Landry Shamet. First personal foul. Third team foul.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And you have to appreciate the all-out effort Jay Navi gives you on the court. He works so hard to find ways to get involved and prove he belongs here.
Robinson finds Brunson. Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Nerves never show through. Brunson as calm and cool as they come down the stretch.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Knicks foul.
It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
Personal foul. Fourth team foul.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. From deep three-point land, Duran pulls it in. And so it's Detroit with the W. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that